Hey crew, so a week ago I posted the Axion Bolt Build and asked if you guys wanted to see the Trials version and see how it performs within Trials, and it was a resounding yes, so here it is for you. And warning, this is very toxic. You're probably gonna get hate mail for doing this, but you probably might end up going flawless doing this as well, so just putting that out there. As you can see in these clips, it is by far probably the most powerful ability now in Destiny 2, and especially if you can get more than one person running it together. We went full toxic mode yesterday and ran 3 of these warlocks, and we all ran the exact same thing, and it was one of the easiest cards we have ever done. And by no means are we the best players in Trials, you know, to grace the Trials grounds. No, we're not. Now we have the Axion Bolt coming back in 21 seconds with this setup, and also coming back in about 26 seconds no matter what. Just throw it like normal, and 26 seconds later, you will have another one of these grenades to throw. That can be so demoralizing to the other team, especially when 3 people are running it and they see 3 Axion Bolts being thrown out at their direction. Like, they don't even know what to do half the time. If you are new to the channel then and enjoyed this video or found it helpful, then hit that subscribe button for me and become part of the crew here. Also, if you haven't joined the Discord, then join up so you can get access to the YouTube Builds channel where you can see all my builds, all the build pictures and dim links for you in one easy place, so you can always copy builds, copy dim links, and make it the most easy and efficient place possible. Okay, so there's basically 3 things that make this build become so powerful and so good. So just make sure you get these 3 things correct, and that's it. There won't be a specific build for this video because it's really these 3 things. The exotic alone, you can choose whatever you want. We ran Controverse Hold and tried it, but it literally shaves off about 5 seconds from your grenade. So we already have one guaranteed in 26 seconds by doing what we're doing. So since we have it back so fast, choose the exotic that best helps you. We were all running transversive steps so we could get to the points on the map faster and follow up our Axion bolts when someone would run from it or try to shoot it. So we could take advantage of that and get there faster while they were distracted, right? You could also run Ophidians as well for that extra handling and swap speed. You can't really go wrong with any of those exotics that just boost your general gameplay, so choose the best one that fits your playstyle and go with that. Now the 3 things you want to be running, and these are the most important, that make sure that you have your grenade 26 seconds flat back and also have a grenade at about 20 seconds if you do it right. So 1 is make sure you have 100 discipline. This alone lets the Axion Bolt have a 35-second cooldown, and that's huge. If you have like 8 discipline, it goes up to like 47 seconds or something, so a pretty big difference. That means even if you have to sacrifice some recovery and run maybe like a 7 or 8 in recovery, it's worth it because the Axion Bolt is so powerful and it forces your opponent to make a decision and do something they are not used to doing, which is just so valuable within Trials, especially in that 3v3 elimination mode. There are 2 main mods you want to be taking advantage of. First, it's Grenade Kickstart on your gauntlets. So you need to have Stasis Gauntlets because Grenade Kickstart is a stasis mod. And basically every time you throw out your grenade, you'll get a bump to your grenade back right away. It's only like 15% when you double stack these, but it makes a difference. It cuts it down from 35 seconds to about 26-27 seconds when you have 2 double Grenade Kickstarts on. So 1, every time you throw your grenade with this mod on, you're getting that grenade back within like 26-27 seconds when you have 100 discipline and you have double Grenade Kickstart on. Now on top of that, you throw on double Bomber on your class item. This is a solar mod, so your class item needs to be solar. And if you throw a grenade with double Grenade Kickstart, then drop your Rift, your grenade will be back in about 21 seconds with 100 discipline. So that combo alone can cut it down to about 20 seconds, 21 seconds, and then you can do just the normal throw of a grenade with 100 discipline because you have double melee kickstart or double grenade kickstart on, and you have it back within about 26 seconds. So the main thing I want you guys to take away from this video is it doesn't take much to make this so good. It's 100 discipline, double grenade kickstart, double bomber. That's it, those 3 things. Now, that grenade forces your opponents to do something. It forces them to make a move, right? It forces them to make an extra decision, to think, right? They have to think about what they're gonna do next. Are they gonna run from the Axion Bolt? Are they gonna shoot the Axion Bolt? Are they gonna tank the damage from the Axion Bolt, which is 125, so a lot, and tank that damage and shoot back at you, right? Like, what are they gonna do? If they tank the damage straight up and take that damage, 125, you have to put 1 hand cannon shot into them with a 140. That's it, 1 headshot hand cannon and they're gone. So tanking the damage really isn't your best option. Also, if it hits all 3 of the enemies for 125 damage, you've already set up your team to basically have a very huge advantage in that round. So a lot of times people do not tank the damage at all. So they have 2 other options. They have run or shoot. Very few actually shoot the Axion Bolt. Now, if they are shooting the Axion Bolt, it still takes like 3, 4, 5 shots, especially if they're missing, it takes even more. But it takes X amount of shots already for them to kill it because it's an overcharged grenade, so it's harder to destroy. And while they're sitting there taking that time to shoot it, that's when you be a little bit more aggressive with, let's say, like transversive steps, and you push up and slide around that corner, or, you know, slide around that angle and get an angle on them, and you start shooting them while they're shooting the Axion Bolt. So you have an advantage of gameplay right there. And then if they choose to run, which is pretty much like, I would say 80% of the time people are running. And if they choose to run, you've done a lot of different things for your team in Trials. 1, you broke up their entire playstyle or what they want to do. They just start scattering, okay? So 1, you scattered them and split them up. 2, you made them think about another extra step of 1, I need to run, and where am I going to run to? Okay? And then 3, you follow up your grenades. So let's say you all chuck a grenade in somewhere and you scatter the enemies, and let's say you force 2 to the left and 1 to the right. You can see your purple Axion bolts go out, right? So you know where your enemy is going. Either 1, cut them off from whatever way they're going, have a shotgun out ready or something, right? Or your fusion, whatever you're using. So you cut them off, and you can have all 3 of your teammates cut them off, or you just follow the Axion Bolt, and while they're running, you literally shoot them in the back, couple headshots, gone, boom, over and done with. I can't stress how good these Axion Bolts are. Like, 1, they're better than the Super on that subclass, because let's just be real, the top tree Nova Bomb Super just sucks. Man, if Void 3.0 comes and I can choose the Super from Middle Tree, Nova Warp, or let's say the bottom tree even Super, oh man, this is going to be great. But that's besides the point. I want you just to understand that you are forcing those enemies to do so much more than they want to do, right? You're forcing them to think, you're forcing them to make a decision, you're forcing them to do something extra they're not doing. So even if your Axion Bolt doesn't tag somebody, right? Even if you don't hit them for that damage, you're doing a lot more for your team than you know, okay? So just remember that. It's doing a lot. It's forcing somebody to do something they are not comfortable with doing, and that's all Trials is. It's getting an upper hand or an advantage on somebody. And yes, I know everybody will say this is so toxic, and it's just, yeah, you shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be triple stacking. Well, let's be real here. This is Trials in Destiny 2, okay? The only people that say that are the people with the biggest, you know, ego in the world and aren't willing to do anything or do something different. And I don't care about that in Destiny. You're in there to go flawless, guys. So if you're trying to get flawless, get flawless. That's all there is to it. And then you go up into the flawless pool, and this build probably won't work as well in the flawless pool when you're playing a bunch of sweaty whoever. Okay, because really, really good players can counter this. This isn't like a instant click win button, right? So just remember that. But I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a really fun build. Iron Banner is this week, so go have a blast in Iron Banner with it. I'm really thinking about doing a 6-stack of Iron Banner with this. If you haven't seen the few videos that are up on screen, make sure to give them a watch. It really helps the channel out. They're really good builds, and I hope to see you guys all in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. And thank you so much for watching my content.